For a narcissist, the goal isn't to hurt you. Oh no. Their goal is to brutally attack your dignity so thoroughly that it leaves you defenseless and powerless while they rewrite the story of who you are, dominate how others see you, and make you question your own existence. But the most disturbing part of it is that they start this dignity demolition the moment they come creeping into your life. Because in their delusional world, all roads always lead to power, control, and they're maintaining their ranking as ruler extraordinaire over yonder on planet bullshit. And one of the fastest ways to gain control, as well as ensure that it is damn near impossible for you to escape, is to hack your dignity into pieces. Because they have learned once they get your dignity on the chopping block and start having at it with all sorts of demeaning and dehumanizing remarks, invalidating your feelings and opinions, discrediting your accomplishments, not only diminishes your inherent sense of value and makes you feel invisible, but in due time, you will begin questioning whether or not you even deserve respect or kindness, along with all of the gaslighting, projecting their issues onto you, and blame shifting all of the fault for their malevolent behaviors as well as any problems within the relationship. Your reality becomes distorted, and you begin doubting yourself, your choices, your judgment, and start to feel crazy or incapable of understanding your own experiences. And with no one else around to help ground you back to reality, as they have not only privately but publicly humiliated you with their lies, rumors, and fake proof that they obtained after poking you with their mental cattle prod to the point that you combust at the seams. Because while you're too busy second guessing and overthinking everything that crosses over the threshold of your mind, guess who's running the show? That's right, these demonic, vindictive meat sacks. That's who. Because having a sense of dignity is fundamental for our self-worth, identity, autonomy, and ability to function in society. And without it, our self-worth begins to crumble, leaving us emotionally and mentally shaken and thus less able to escape their torture hunt. And as a little bonus snack to satisfy their sadistic pleasures, it also causes you more pain, more hurt, and more suffering, not only feeling humiliated and fundamentally betrayed by them, but betrayed by your family and friends that you cared about the most. And this power imbalance leaves you feeling helpless, unable to defend yourself or restore this sense of control. And by not having a valid explanation or logical reason behind why they have become so hateful, hurtful, and cruel, it makes it far easier for them to be able to gaslight you into buying into this notion that everything is your fault, including why they are treating you like the scum of the earth, so that eventually you stop even trying to defend yourself against their verifiable lies, as well as even looking for an escape, believing that you are now fundamentally flawed, and to start isolating yourself. Because narcissists are masters at creating these no-win situations and have their knack down for knowing what to say, when to say it, and who to say it to. They know damn well that the person who gets in front of the story first is in charge of the narrative and are very well adept at creating these convincing stories to fit whatever particular agenda they need at any given moment. Whether it be positioning themselves as the victim to gain sympathy and pity while they attack your credibility by spreading rumors, so that down the road, if you ever dare try to expose them, it will only create doubt against your story if they already have laid down a solid foundation coming off appearing appearing like they are the victim, and are just as good as charming the socks off of influential people or to get a group on their side, because due to their binary way of thinking, they're always in this mentality and playing this little game with themselves of expose or be exposed, and why straight out of the gate they begin collecting information and start chipping away at your dignity, just in case you were to find an escape from their living nightmare or are unable to control you anymore. As long as they are able to control how others see you, well then they don't give a single fuck. And because they lack any kind of humility, empathy, object constancy, intersubjective understanding, and see everything through this utilitarian mindset, there is nothing stopping them from continuously and repeatedly pumping your dignity full of psychologically damaging bullet holes. And after they suck you dry and toss you aside like some kid would an empty juice box with chilling indifference, not a shred of guilt, remorse, or second thought about it, off they go to repeat the same cycle of destruction of the next target that they have already lined up, combined with being trauma bonded and brainwashed into believing that you can't survive without them. It puts one in a position, literally feel almost paralyzed or incapable of moving forward, can lead to long-lasting and serious physical health ailments, and leads to far, far too many reaching this abyss of despair, driving them to the brink of suicide. Whether or not they have personality disorder or not, does not give them the right to strip you of your sense of worth, your sense of safety, your rights to privacy, your autonomy, publicly and privately humiliate you, regardless of who they are to you. Here's the thing. They know they don't stand a chance against somebody who has their dignity, sense of worth, and sense of self intact, and have their head so far jammed up their own ass that they literally believe, as if they are out there on planet bullshit, more almighty than God. But they can play God all they want. It still does not make it any more true. These people do not define you. And as much as it feels like your dignity is shattered to pieces and don't remember who the fuck you even are anymore, who you are at the core is still in there. Anyone is treating you with such disregard, annihilating your dignity, the best thing that you can do, cut these people out of your life. They are not worth your love, energy, or an ounce of your time. Take back the control. Remember who you are. Remember you deserve and are worth so much more. Fight for you. Save you. Focus on you. Fuck the narcissist.